Well, hello everyone. This is Josilia, and welcome to Native Drums. Sitting in for the Reverend Dr. Ralph W. Canty Sr. It's our pleasure to have today here with us Representative Terry Alexander. He's a representative for House Seat 59.
Yay!
Welcome to Native Drums.
Thank you for this invite. I'm excited about it.
Yes. I'm excited about it too because there's a committee that you serve on at the State House, and I don't know if many people know it, but you serve on the Oversight Committee for our education, South Carolina education.
Right.
And that's great to know.
Okay.
It's really great to know that you're there for us.
Yeah.
And now there is a subcommittee that you are serving on as well. But first, let's talk about this, the Oversight Committee itself. What is the purpose?
Okay, the Education
Committee?
Oversight Committee. And I think I am like the ranking member, meaning that I am the senior member on that committee.
Mm-hmm.
And what the Education Oversight Committee does is like, we look at the data that comes in from the various schools, and the test grades, and we kind of analyze it and give them some type of continuity in terms of what they need to be doing in each individual school.
Oh.
We take out all the test scores that kind of come through us, and we analyze them. Not we, the staff does.
Right.
Analyze them, and we take a look, and then that's how we somehow come up and produce these school grades.
Okay.
District grades,
Right.
and so on and so forth. That is one of our purposes. This is to oversee the whole educational component from K through 12, basically,
Mm-hmm.
and in some instances beyond post-education.
Oh, okay, that's good to know. That's a big job. Oh my goodness. So then when it comes to the subcommittee, because it's about academic standards and assessments.
Right. Okay, that's one committee.
Right.
And then I'm on the State House Educations Committee, where I'm a vice chairman. And within that whole piece, I serve on the standard
Right.
and the academics committee. And we kind of look at the standards from across the state. Let me back up.
Okay.
That's all on the Education Oversight Committee. But we kind of set the standards, we look at the standards, and we determine whether or not the standards are fitting based on what we are kind of putting in place there, basically. And not just us as a committee, but committees from across the state. We don't do it. We get information and data from various committees who be a part of this standard thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then they come together and put all that
Right.
together. And
Right.
okay. All right. So, say for instance, if a standard, I know that the teachers have to go by these certain standards for that particular grade level, correct?
Right.
So that's what you all
We kind of make
somewhat
sure
monitor
that there's standards and then there's curriculum.
Right.
Standards is here. Curriculum is in here. As long as your curriculum, as long as the courses that you're teaching meets the standards, that's you're cool with
Okay.
that. And that's what we kind of look at and see.
Okay. All right. Okay. So then, look, with all of these changes that are going on in the Department of Education, the National Department of Education, so what responsibility will rest on the state level education department?
You know, I've been talking to my colleagues, at the state level, and right now we really don't know because we don't know what the department, this separation, this cutting apart, or tearing apart the Department of Education, we don't know what that looks like. And I don't think even those in Washington know what it looks like. They know what they want, but it don't, these separating of the Department of Education into various entities, we don't know because the Senate and the House somehow have to approve that. So I don't know what that's going to look like, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
I think, in my mind's eye, I think that they're trying to get it back to states' rights. That means that each state do what in the world they want to do. And that's not good for us. Because if we are not at the table helping to decide and make decisions, then that's not going to be for us, basically. So I don't know what Trump is doing here is going to have an impact here, because no one knows exactly what that looks like.
What it's going to look like.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you. So there's some other changes going on, which you'll probably say you don't know what it looks like.
That's my new word.
Hey, if you don't know, you don't know. Especially in this day and age.
Yeah.
But with the different, how can I say it, degrading the degrees of individuals or professionals. There's this list that came out recently in reference to that. So what's your take on that? Because I saw on there that if you had a master's of engineering, that was going to be like, what? A master's of engineering, you're going to... What is all that about?
And I hate to say it. But you know, Joe, with this whole educational thing that Trump is doing, and how he and his boys trying to minimize it, and in my mind's eye, they're trying to create an environment of class, of people. If you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't. And if we look at our history, we'll find out that our history was about class.
Yes.
Either you were born into it or you work hard enough to get it. And I think that's where we are going. If you got it, doesn't matter what kind of degree you have. It doesn't matter what breed you come from. If you got it, you got it. And it's kind of devastating, but one thing I find out about politics, that it changes every 4 years. Yeah. And I don't know. I really wish I could say how this whole process is going to work out. Particularly when I listen to what the president said today about Somalia, the type of people that they were, that they're no good, they're crooked, they're criminals. Well, we don't know what might come out tomorrow relative to our being, basically. I don't know, because our president didn't say anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's a world filled with uncertainties,
and we have to figure out how to manage it.
And where we fit in.
And we find our place and we move it forward.
There you go.
Just like those who came before.
That's right.
Remember, they had to count bubbles in soap.
Oh, what? That's a new one.
Yeah, they had to count how many jelly beans in a jar. That's what those of us who came before us had to deal with. And they moved it forward. And here we are. We got to figure out how to move this thing forward too. And I don't know.
Well, it's definitely within us.
It's in us.
It's in our spirits, in our souls.
It has to be. For us to have endured what we are, and
Right.
you and I right now podcasting all over the place. We have to be special in some type of way, Look at us. East Florence.
Yeah.
And we going, as they say, WWW worldwide. Something special about us.
Yeah. Definitely.
Just keep waking up.
Well, let's back up a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm
sorry.
No. This is good. This is good.
Okay.
Let's back up to the ranking of our education in South Carolina.
Okay.
Now, we noticed the numbers. South Carolina,
the
Carolina, the state, as opposed to the nation.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
The numbers have gone up.
Yeah. I have. Let me tell you the date. I was at a conference in New Orleans, right? And this lady came on and presented about data I don't mess with data, because data jive. Because people have data do and say what they want data do to say. And so this lady got up there and said, well, you know, I take your data and I take your bad data and I do this, I do that. I said, madam, then it's no longer my data. So they take data and move it to where they want it to be. And and I look at bottom line as Josie, at the beginning of the year, they say 25% of the students ain't gonna make it. At the beginning of the year, at least 25%, because they have to have data, they have to have a starting point.
Right.
They have a start. So automatically they cutting us off. So to me, any other stuff don't make no sense. you see, because it's 25%. So 75%, out of that 75%, then those of us who gonna survive. And that's not good data to me. We can make numbers look whatever way we want numbers to look. Yeah. And when this COVID thing came, they'd say that the numbers was this and that because they didn't take the numbers per se. Listen, education is going to be the next abortion bill. They got a people, they got money, don't mess with their children, don't mess with their dollars, and that's education. And they're coming to get us if we don't help ourselves. I could go on and on and on about how our old educational system and the impact that it have on us. And we haven't been good stewards of the education that God has given unto us. They're coming at us. And if you can't read and write, you ain't got nothing. It may not be in my lifetime or your lifetime, but they're coming to take that away for us. And I don't know. My word, I don't know. But that data they got where we ranking now. One time we used to be number at the bottom, then we went up, and then Mississippi went up, then we went up. And then after a while, our numbers began to shift. And that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, because I did take a look, and West Virginia is at the bottom.
Right, that's a whole, you know, how you make numbers work for you. How you make numbers do what you want numbers to do.
Yeah, because they moved us up about 10 points.
Yeah, easy. And because based on what we presented.
Right.
What we presented. And we got kids in this state graduating, still can't read and write. Graduating this year cannot read nor write. And then we have college students going to college that after they get into college, they have to take remedial math courses, scholarship students.
Oh my.
Right. So when you look at this whole system, it's really that's a 3-day conversation, home girl.
So what attributes to that? Of them not, is it a teacher thing, the impact of why our children are not grasping the skills?
I think teaching, it's not just about a teacher getting in the classroom.
That's right.
Blah, 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 blah. That's just one leg.
That's right.
Second leg, the administration. Third leg, the State Department of Education. Fourth leg, maybe the parents or whatever. All of those pieces have to come together. And if we're not intentional, then we don't care. Only thing we care about is us, mine. But if we're not intentional, we're gonna lose these kids. I'm always processing what can I do to keep this thing alive? You know, what can I do to make sure those who come behind us have the same opportunity that you and I have? And that's the process, not the A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Because that's jive. They can make that look any way they want to look.
Well,
And I hope I'm not going off.
oh, no, you're fine, you're fine. A couple of weeks back, we had Representative Robert Williams in, and we talked about the bill where each student is funded, and that child can take that money and go to a program.
That voucher program.
That voucher program.
Yeah.
What's your take on that? And
I don't think it's good. It was set up and designed to allow children to take that money and go to another school. But what we found out, particularly from an African American perspective, I can ask for that money to go to this private school,
right.
But then I have to come up with the rest of the money to pay for it. So whatever money I get, whatever voucher I get, if I don't have money to pay for the rest, then it's not going to make any difference to me. So that voucher program is for those who can contribute to it. I think each kid gets about 11,000 a year, 7 to 11,000 a year that come from the State Department per student. If they get that voucher, it may cost more at a private school. And so where is that kid going to get the remainder of that money, basically, to pay? So it wasn't designed for us. It was designed for those who can add to the voucher, basically.
Well, look at this.
It's not a good bill. It's not a good bill.
Well, look at this. Turning beauty into how you say that? Beauty for ashes.
Yeah, ashes into beauty.
Yeah. What if this case scenario?
Yeah.
What if churches got together, or individual churches, or however situation, and if they were to have a day school or something for the children, and take that $11,000 for that child and bring that child to a new setting? Because
I think that would be a grand idea. Charter schools originated from African American communities.
Okay.
Charter schools came about because we wasn't getting what we need in tradition, so we start our own schools. But those folks of our friends of the lighted pew have taken the charter schools and done something else with it. Now, I am interested, right as we speak, in starting a charter school where the standards are here and there is the curriculum, and you can base your curriculum like you want to. I think it's a grand idea for African American churches to come together and start their own schools. Because at one point, that's all we had.
That's all we had.
You know, under the steeple, there used to be education, economics, community development, all under one steeple. And maybe this is God making us go back there. Start our own charter school. I think Bible Way is beginning to start theirs, a charter school.
Yeah, and there's a school that my daughter is affiliated with. It's called Soaring Eagles Christian Academy.
Where's that here?
In Columbia.
And there might be one in Floresville soon.
And that would be wonderful, because I think that would really,
and that's how we take it
boost
back.
our babies.
That's how we take it back.
Yeah.
We can't expect them to teach us. The oppressor, the oppressor will not teach the oppressed. What value is that he's going to teach me how to be? And say not teach me how to come. So we have to do it ourselves.
Do it ourselves.
Yeah.
Amen. One thing you and I talked about prior to our going on to the broadcast about the money that the state sinks into education. Let's talk about that.
What you want to talk about?
What we talked about prior to
but
you said that here in South Carolina we sink a great deal of money into our
If you look
children.
at our budget, if you look at our state budget,
Yes.
if you look at what we spend in education, it's extremely high.
Mm-hmm.
It was not the highest when you look at the overall educational budget. And then you have to wonder about the results and where that budgetary money is going. If we moved up,
Yeah.
but we're still not in the top 10. And we're spending a whole lot of money. And I guess we need to find out where that money is going. Is it going to administrative costs? Is it going to health care? Is it going to retirement? Whatever it's going, I am recognizing, realizing it's not going into the classrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just not, because the results are not there. Yeah.
I gotcha. So, so that's one thing that the Oversight Committee needs to.
Yeah. And we're looking.
Yes.
But it's so many facets. I think our educational system is still working on the premise when it first begun, in that, you teach them to pass. You don't teach them to live. Teach them to pass from one grade to the other, one grade to the other. And that could be simplified, or it can be ignored. And I think we do well with both of them. We can simplify the passing, or we can ignore the passing, just let them go up. And then when they get to high school, they can't read and write, So our educational system needs to be redacted. And I consider it called the learning system, not the education. How we learn, how students learn, and what we need to do to help them to learn differently.
Yes.
Because who they're dealing with is not their neighbor next door anymore. They're dealing with the person around the world. That's who we're competing against. Not our neighbors, but around the world. And in some places, they're going around us like it ain't nothing.
And the internet has a lot to do with that.
Yeah, that whole social, I was talking to this guy today about this whole social media component, what we're doing here.
Yes.
It's some crazy stuff. Who would have thought 10 years ago? And just imagine if we're doing this now, what our children would be doing later.
Right.
So it's best to get them engaged and involved right now and ready them for what's coming before us, basically. That's how I see it.
And one last question. Florence,
Yeah.
our educational system here, what's your
My take,
outlook on that?
I received an invite from the superintendent about that new Porter building.
Right,
That is a
right.
beautiful
Yes,
building.
it is.
And I told
My
her-
middle school, that's the middle
What?
school I went to. That's right.
I told my superintendent, I said, man, you just keep showing how you can make District Woman look good. A lot of folks don't like it. But he has won basically 5 different superintendent's awards other than Superintendent of the Year. And he haven't won Superintendent of the Year because he hadn't been here long enough. Our folks talk trash about it, and I do too, to him. To him.
To him,
But his grades are up. His grades are really up. His class, his population, his workforce is pretty decent comparable to others, and he does some things that haven't been done, and a lot of folks don't like it. But I think, Joe, the last time before we built these new schools, the last time we had a game at Wilson High School was in 1970. And he came about 4 years ago, gave us our stadium back. And like I said, his grades are good. His grades are good. So I think this one is in a very good position. We just have to take advantage of it. We have to make sure that they are doing what they say.
keep them accountable.
Keep it accountable. Keep the teachers, the principals, the superintendents, and the parents, the family accountable, that what makes the child, all of us, the village, the village. Yeah.
Great, great, great. Yeah, that accountability is key.
Key. Key.
It is key. It is key. Well, I tell you, this has been very enlightening.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, classmate.
Yes, 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 yes. We were McClinigan
Yeah.
High School graduates
Yeah.
there together.
But that's that Pointer building.
It is nice.
That is a beautiful building. I would ride by there at night, even before they started the construction, and ride by there at night and look at it. That's a beautiful building at night. Now they have lit up that corner. It is a beautiful building.
Yes, they have lit up
And you
the
went
corner.
there?
Yeah, I went to Pointer. That's my middle school.
I didn't know that, Josephine.
Yes, I sure did. And one beautiful piece of history is that was Wilson High School.
I know. That was it.
That
and then
was
it went over. Then it went over to behind
Athens.
the boys' club, Athens at the boys' club.
Yes.
And you know that building where the police officers are. They just be the library.
The library, I
I
remember.
am trying to get that back to be a library.
Really? One of the members of this church, Ms. Juanita Myers, was the librarian there.
No.
Yes, she was.
I spoke some years ago. I said, man, give us our library back
That would be sweet.
instead of a police junkyard. That's all it is.
Really.
And they don't. I don't know what they do. Give us our library back.
That would be really nice for our children.
Yeah, our library.
So you keep pushing that.
I am. Give us our library back.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. I approached him about it some years ago, and then a lot of stuff started going on. I think I'm gonna reignite that.
Revisit
again.
it, yes.
Yeah, based on our city council and what we have, we
Might be able to work that out.
Yeah.
And
Y'all
with
hear
our-
that? Y'all hear that?
With our mayor, too, who's a member of this church.
I know. So we can do a lot of things if we just set our mind to it. So, okay, this is what we could do. Particularly if we have the authority to do it.
Yes.
That's important. And we do at this point.
Amen, amen. Well, again, it is so nice to have you here with us on today, and the doors swing open for you to come back.
Bless you.
Yes.
And I'm hoping to start this in January.
Okay.
Can I announce it?
Hey.
It's going to be called Commentary.
All right. So your podcast will be commentary.
Commentary.
All right.
And
Well,
we can
look
talk
forward
about
to
all
that.
kinds of stuff.
Well, we look forward to that.
Well, I'm excited.
We here at Native Drums wish you the best.
Oh, I've been playing while you leave,
Yes.
while you left it. It sounds so good.
All right. Thanks again.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you as well. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in to Native Drums on this Sunday evening. You be blessed and see you next week.